Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel for yet another unboxing. This time around is gonna be what I consider to be the best NECA Michael Myers figure. So yeah, stay tuned, this is gonna be awesome. Been excited to get this one for a while. It's been on my to-do list since like last year. So yeah, let's unbox this guy. So this one obviously comes from Amazon. I hope that the figure inside or the packaging is not too badly damaged, because I always like to display this inside the box, as you guys know. So what I don't like about Amazon is they essentially they don't use bubble wrap. They just put some paper and they put essentially the figure needs like a bigger box, so it's essentially just floating around. Yeah, let's keep our fingers crossed here that everything's gonna be fine, because I know initially there's an issue with this figure. If you are planning to buy him and leave him inside the box, there's a potential accessory that can be loose. So I didn't hear any crackling inside, so that's some good news here. But again, I want to be very careful here what I'm doing as usual. Yeah, like I said, this one was on my to-do list since a while ago, and I used to own the original back in, was it 2019 when it came out. So as you can see here in front of you, this is the 2018 Core Scale Halloween Michael Myers. And here's the figure itself. Again, apologize about the glare, the plastic. This, pretty much the light is shining in front, so you have this glare effect, so apologies for that. But again, considering how poorly this was packed, because again there was zero protection, the box has seen better days, but it's not the end of the world. So essentially what I was talking about earlier is this accessory right there, which is pretty much the police officer. You have the carved head right there, which is played by the same dude that designed the mask. Christopher Nelson, which is an amazing artist. He won an Academy Award for his work on Killer Croc, I believe, from the first Suicide Squad movie. Now essentially this piece sometimes it's kind of attached to like the box, so you kind of see like a wrap around the neck. But as you can see, this is it's not attached, so I guess some of them have that, pretty much like the neck right there. Some of them have that, some of them don't. And I've seen this in a couple of stores where pretty much the head was pretty much falling down below. Wobbling, so at least that's looking good right there. Again, fantastic. I would say this is my favorite Michael Myers mask, out of all the Halloween movies, and man, we have a lot. Obviously the original one I think is still the best Halloween movie ever made, but this one, Halloween and Halloween Kills, are my favorite Halloween movies, after obviously the original from John Carpenter back in '78. This one is such a great figure, man. Proportions. Obviously you do have like that diaper look, similar to like the 7-inch. I know a lot of people are not a big fan of that. And you have some of the accessories that came with the 7-inch, such as the knife right there. You do have that extra head right there, which the paint application, I have to say, is fantastic, especially on the blood and the sculpt. Man, that mask is very awesome. And then you have a couple of hands right there. You have like the severed hand where he's missing the fingers, with Laurie pretty much shot him with the shotgun. But yeah, it doesn't have all the accessories from like the ultimate version, which is it's to be expected. But again, the box here is looking very nice. You have the big Halloween logo right there. You have the Halloween logo again on the box right there with Miramax. A shot of the mask, which again the whole concept was supposed to be like the 78 mask was aging, obviously in 2018, which I believe at the time was supposed to be like 40 years later. So again, obviously a lot of movies since then copied the whole concept. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre from the Netflix pretty much had like a similar concept. It was like 50 years later. Again, you have a bio right there of the movie. Again, I think the premise of the movie, it's a little bit stupid in the sense that Laurie essentially rather than, you know, her enjoying life, she was pretty much stressed after the events of the original movie, and now she, you know, she pretty much became very skilled with weapons. Like her daughter went into a foster home because of, you know, all the events, and she was pretty much messed up. But the interesting thing is, like, she waited 4 years so that Michael would escape from the mental hospital so she can kill him. I mean, it just doesn't make sense in that aspect. But I mean, other than that, this is a very cool horror movie. I like, again, the special effects. So again, very simple box right there. You have the knife, the hammer, victim head, interchangeable hands. Now, interestingly, I don't see where the hammer is supposed to be. Oh, it's right there, next to the knife. Again, that glare sometimes is a pain, but that head is fantastic. Again, do have the bullet wounds that he got. But man, it's such a disappointment because, again, NECA could have used this mold to make a Halloween Kills and then Halloween Ends version in color scale. I mean, that would have been kick-ass to see. So again, another missed opportunity, but I'm glad that they reissued this figure because it was very awesome. And again, this one will fit very, you know, nicely with the other color scale figures. Again, my opinion when it comes to color scales from NECA is, again, some of them are overscaled. Like, for some reason, the Freddy from the third movie and the second one, Freddy's Revenge, are pretty much the same scale as the Jason. So obviously that doesn't make sense because Robert Englund, maybe peak height was about 5'9", and Jason from part 4, Ted White, was about 6'4", 6'5". So again, I know obviously James Jude Courtney is a big dude. He was about 6'2.5", 6'3" in boots, obviously close to 6'4". So it does make sense that this figure is 19 inches tall. I think it fits into that color scale. And for size comparison time, and this is not even funny, you can see how small the 7-inch version is in compared to the color scale. Now, I like actually the art on the 7-inch better because they obviously using the movie poster right there, but this is just a shot of the figure, which is equally cool. But again, I prefer this a little bit more. Again, it's a bummer that this one doesn't come with like a light up pumpkin, just like the small version. So as you can see, for comparison here, if I can open up the box. And again, this is the original from back in the day. As you can see, it has the transparent tag, but he was re-released a couple times since then. So again, similar accessories. Again, I'm not sure why this one has two head sculpts. I don't see the differences too much. I know one has a little bit more blood around his eye socket when he was poked in 78. But again, it's pretty much the same sculpt. As you can see, you see the 4 lines right there in front. This one also has that, but essentially they just blow up the sculpt and add more details. You can see this one has the pumpkins, a couple more hands, and then you have the fire poker. And this one doesn't have a bloody knife, which again is ridiculous. But just for size comparison, as you can see, you know, the size is, you know, drastic right there. But yeah, very happy that I put the trigger on this one, man. Hopefully that in the near future NECA would give us like a color scale Texas Chainsaw Massacre Leatherface. That would be awesome, especially from like the 2003 movie. I think that would sell like hotcakes. It's a no-brainer. Or just give us like the original, you know, Leatherface in that scale. I think it would be awesome. And again, this is not the first color scale Michael Myers they've done. Technically, back in the day, they would call them 18-inch figures. They did the original 78, and then they did the Rob Zombie version. So again, it's gonna be interesting. Are they doing Rob Zombie as their next Michael Myers figures? Because they are essentially almost done with the whole line. As you can see, I'm just missing the Resurrection. I have the H2O, which is the latest one I got from NECA. So they are close to completing the line. But again, with the Rob Zombie movies, they could do different versions. Obviously, since there are 2 movies, they can do like the hobo version, you know, battle damage with blood. And he has different masks, variations. This is a cool shot here. Pretty much all my NECA Michael Myers figures. Again, this one is one of my favorites here. This is the 2-pack with Dr. Loomis here from obviously Halloween 2. Very awesome artwork. And I still believe this is the only way you can get a ultimate version of Dr. Loomis as of right now. As you can see, there's also a removable coat. You can give him like the regular arms as seen right there, but again, very nice look. Actually a big fan of Halloween 2. I know obviously John Carpenter hated that movie, but he was contractually obligated to obviously write the movie. Again, there's the regular version of Michael. You obviously have the 2018, as I just showed you. You have the Laurie Strode right there in ultimate form. Then you have the Curse of Michael Myers, H2O, and as I said, I'm missing Resurrection. Then you have Halloween Kills, which is again one of my favorite recent Michael Myers movies, and Halloween Ends. Again, a lot of people were disappointed in this one, especially like the fact that he was living in the sewers for like a couple of years. He hasn't killed anyone, and he almost like he lost his jam. He lost his mumbo jumbo, his strength, and as he was killing, you know, people, he kind of regained back that power, which is kind of weird. I know that there's a line in Halloween Kills where Laurie Strode pretty much said the more he kills, the more he transcends, which is weird. You know, it is what it is. But again, have a nice selection here of Michael Myers. Again, if you're looking for a Michael Myers, again, you have the choice of the core scales, and you have a lot of the you know, choices in this 7-inch. So as usual, guys, make sure to give me a like, subscribe to the channel, let me know in the comments below which is your favorite Michael Myers and why. And yeah, as usual, stay safe, guys. See you soon on the next video.